Hey Slayers, what's up? It is your girl Tiana, aka the Swag Slayer, and Rhonda from the Pink Diva Studios, coming to you live today to talk to you about apps for resellers, but can only be found on the iOS Apple platform. So welcome, Rhonda. How are you today?
I'm so much better now that I had that time off. I am pain free today, so that's a huge whoop whoop for me.
Yes, yes. So glad you got time to take care of yourself and just relax. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we just work. Trust me, I know, because that's all I do.
Yes.
They say, the song says,
you take your own advice.
I know, right? Because I am my own most important asset, but I don't know. I just love what I do. I just want to keep going. Like the song says, all I do is win, no matter what. Yeah,
right.
Take that's the wins and make them work instead for me, because that's all I do is work.
I feel that way.
Yes. So now that I am a new Apple iOS user, I have found all these apps that are only on iOS because they're in beta mode. Of course, you guys know that I got my Apple iPad tablet so I could participate in Flyp. But then there was another app that I really liked, but it wasn't as important or pressing to get an Apple device just to use. So now that I'm participating in Flyp, which we'll talk about in a minute, I also have a profile with Curtsy. So I'm going to pull Curtsy up here on the screen. So,
I said, no, okay. I was just checking it out because I don't know much about this app.
Yes, and that's why I'm bringing it live today, because a lot of people don't really know about Curtsy, but they sell on Poshmark, and it's very similar to Poshmark. It does have some features that Poshmark doesn't have, but if you can sell on Poshmark and you like the way Poshmark is set up, this is an app that you'll probably like as well. So as you can see on the screen, it just says buy and sell app for cute clothes. So it's set up very similar, where you're able to see here that it has like the activewear, accessories, and you can click and shop through the tabs. And then these are listings for like their popular items. This will be where you have people list their items, kind of like the feed on Poshmark. So that looks very familiar. And then you can continue to scroll through, and it's like featured brands. So that's very familiar to what we're used to. And then, of course, this is the desktop version. You have to have the app in order to be able to participate. But I wanted to show you on the desktop kind of what it looks like. And so you can click through all of these. They have a sale. One of the things that I really like about the Curtsy app is that when you add things to your cart, you can add things to your cart not only from one closet, as we would call it on Poshmark, but you can add it from another person's as well. So it's not just you having to shop one area and order from that same area, because you can do it all at one time. So on Poshmark, you have to buy from that one closet, pay for the shipping. And then if you want to order something else, you have to order from another closet and pay for the shipping. Here on Curtsy, you actually get a discount if you order multiple items, even from different places, all at one time.
Oh, okay. Well, so now what about the shipping? Is there shipping similar to Poshmark's?
It is very similar. I did not sign in, which I probably should have. I didn't think about that. So I could have shown you a cart. I'm not sure I know my password, so I could try to sign in here, but there's no guarantee I know what the password is. But what ends up happening is you pay one shipping rate, which when I did it on my tablet, I probably don't know my login, guys. I didn't think about logging in here, because on Flyp, the one I'm going to talk about next, you can't log in on the desktop. So I didn't even think about logging into the Curtsy. But when I went into, I'm going to pull it up on my tablet real quick. When I went into my cart, so I put items in from 2 different places. Let's see. So this is one person's. So you could either buy it now, or you can just add to cart. And when you get it in the cart, oh, this is not available. Oh, here we go. There, boom. So I have $60 worth of items from one place. So now I'm going to go to another seller and add it to the cart. Going to add 4 things total. So 2 from one place and 2 from another place. And the neat thing about it shows it in separate boxes. So it says it's shipping from Jenna, and I have 2 items, and then 2 items are shipping from Sarah. And then when I scroll down, it says I have a shopping cart discount of $7.95 because the shipping is $7.95. So it would have been $15.90 or whatever, but they give me a discount for that second one on the shipping. So I just pay the shipping once. So I don't have to, so I don't have to pay it twice. And then I have not sold anything yet on Curtsy because I just have been so spoiled by List Perfectly that Curtsy is not yet on List Perfectly. So I would actually have to go in and do them manually, which I do plan to do. That's on my list of things to do this week. So eventually I will have items in my Curtsy closet. And then I will know how it works on the buyer's end, because what I've been told is they get a label just like Poshmark and they just stick it in the box and they ship it. And I think it's Curtsy that kind of absorbs that additional shipping, just like if you did a price drop on Poshmark, then Poshmark absorbs that additional shipping cost. That makes sense.
Okay. So now on here, there's is there any haggling back and forth?
Yes, you can definitely make an offer. So let's go down here. It says, okay, so these are the frequently asked questions. So if you go down, it says how to sell, you post, of course, and it says the price for shipping is $4.95 for items under £1 and $7.95 for items under £3. So that is the regular shipping rate. Of course, if you need a little bit higher than that, there's some other things that you can take a look at. And then I have been told when you post, it shows you like the shipping, so it's easy to read.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, Rhonda, what was your question?
Well, I was asking about, on Poshmark, people are able to send
an offer. Yes. So how buying works, fast shipping, safe and easy, returns, message seller. So you can talk to the seller. So in the actual thing, there is a buy now, view cart, or make offer. So you can click your make offer button as a buyer, and send an offer to the seller. So that is definitely there. Again, I wish I had signed in. I didn't think about it because Flyp, the other app we'll talk about, I can't sign in, but it is on the screen with the item. So what I do realize though is like in Poshmark, when you add it to a bundle, you can make an offer. I did not see anywhere in Curtsy where if I added it to my cart, I could then offer. So it looks like I can only offer on one item at a time. So yeah, that is a little bit of a difference. So I did not see that. Let me see if I remove. I just want to double check. Yeah, it's the same, because I was saying, well, maybe if I'm just buying from one buyer, maybe I can send an offer. But no, I still cannot do that. It doesn't allow it. So you can send an offer, it looks like, on one individual item.
Oh, so you have to, okay. But
yes.
Okay, so that means that if you bundle, then you can just still go ahead and send an offer, or you have to send an offer on each item. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So on each item, you can't bundle it. So if you bundle, you'll just pay for, the total that's there.
That's
And then
fun.
some of the people can opt. And oh, another really cool thing. So as a seller, similar to Mercari, you can just put free shipping for your item. So you don't have to have shipping on the item if you don't want to. So you can just go ahead and just put free shipping straight out the gate. So yes, they may not be able to send you an offer, but you can just have free shipping. So if I click here, I went to shoes, and then if I click free shipping on the filters to your left, it will show all the shoes that offer free shipping. And then it
Oh,
also says free shipping in blue here. So as a seller, you can do that because I'm sure that's very attractive to a customer, especially if they want to buy multiple items and they can't send a bundle offer.
right, right. Okay, well, yeah, that's a good feature to have right there. I like that.
Another pretty cool, oh, go ahead. Were you going to ask something?
No, I was just saying, and some cute shoes too.
Yes, right.
Like I'm
Like
just
they
looking
could
to
see
see
for
what's on
size
there.
6 and not my size because those white Doc Martens are amazing.
Oh yeah.
And so what I'm assuming is resellers that, that sell on many of the platforms we're already familiar with that have an Apple device are also just, cross-listing manually here as well. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. It seems to be very easy to use, very simple, and very straightforward. Another awesome thing it says here about selling is you get paid instantly. And so what that means is when you ship your items, it says you're paid for the sale when your item is scanned in by the post office. Your earnings will go into your Courtesy wallet, and from there you can transfer instantly to your debit card or bank. And you can also shop in the app using your earnings. So definitely very similar to how Poshmark works, except for you get your money as soon as the mail person scans your item.
Yeah, kind of similar to Mercari, where you can go ahead and get your money, transfer your money to your account or whatever, instantly. Because that's kind of how Mercari works as well. Now with Poshmark, your money is in there, and you could, it just takes a couple of days to a few days for them to get it to your account.
Right.
But whereas Mercari, if you want to, transfer that your money from Mercari to your bank, you can do it instantly.
Yes, and I think it does take a couple days, or you could do InstaPay on Mercari and pay a fee. But here with Courtesy, like all the other apps, you have to wait till the buyer gets the item, and then you wait 3 days.
Right.
Here with Courtesy, as soon as it's shipped, you get paid.
Oh, well, see, now I like that, honey. I do like that feature about it, because sometimes, you want to source and you need those, those little coins right away. But I think that's good that people don't have to, wait that time period until the person actually gets the item. And, but then too, it's kind of I see the good side of it, and then I see because what if the customer doesn't, like, this leads me to the return policy that they have.
Yes, which is very similar to Poshmark's return policy. So definitely you're getting paid right away, but be smart about it. Because if for some reason someone does have to have a return, you want to make sure that you still have the money. And so, like, I haven't sold anything yet on Courtesy, and I've read it. You just, they take it out of your next earnings. You still just want to make sure that you're prepared as a small business owner to be able to fund that money back into your account. So I think, that comes down to our responsibility and maturity in that aspect. But Kittison also pays you like that. Like if you sell on Kittison, as soon as it's scanned into the post office, you get your money's instantly available.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that, so in that case, for me, I probably would just not even bother that money and give it a time period for the customer to receive everything or whatever. Now, is it set up like Poshmark to say, okay, the customers, you can acknowledge the fact that they received it, leave a
yes, so it's very similar. Yep, very much so. Like I think they have the same 3 days, and then they can leave feedback. I think on Courtesy, you also leave feedback for the buyer. I believe that is correct.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, because you do the same on. That's the one thing I do like about Mercari is that you can really interact with your buyer,
Yeah.
and you rate your buyer, the buyer rates you, and things like that. So I really do like the fact of more so that you can really, it's easy to engage.
It is. It is.
With
Yes.
Poshmark you can, but it was just, sometimes you got to go through the hoops. You got to go here, you got to go here, and then you got, oh my, yeah. But
Yes.
I
Yeah,
like it.
I
I would
understand.
like it if it was a little bit easier.
I understand. And then what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So you message them, but then Curtsy kind of also has a back end. I don't think it's as sophisticated as Poshmark's yet because they're kind of new. But a feature that Curtsy came out with before Poshmark came out with it was the relist feature. So Curtsy came out the bat with the relist feature. So if you purchase something from someone on Curtsy, didn't need it anymore, like you used it and now you want to resell it, it automatically always had that feature to post it as a resell.
Oh, okay. Oh, kind of set up like the reposh feature on a Poshmark.
Right.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, and when I first saw them, I thought this is amazing. So, yeah, it was very creative of them to do that because also often, we've used the item, we want to, resell it and to already have pictures, taken so we don't have to do it and that person get credit is pretty sweet.
Right. Now, of course, I want to know if they have plus sizes on here, because if I were going to do that, then that would, of course, be what I would be selling.
Yes. And of course, I mean, like I said, it's the same type of customer as Poshmark. It's just on Curtsy. And so they do have, I'm trying to find it, but they do have all of the categories here in the app. So that's definitely something you're able to post and sell.
Okay. Well, that might be something that I can add, once my device arrives.
Yes, darling. Yes. So I was irresponsible and I was supposed to leave the code and the clickable link to Curtsy if you don't have Curtsy in the description box below before I went live. But then I copied and pasted it and then never linked it. So this is the code, which is so weird because it's not my entire username because, of course, I'm Swagslayer on Curtsy, just like I am on all the other 9 platforms I'm currently on. But then my promo code is just SWAGS for some reason. Yeah. But if you sign up with the code, you get $10 and I get $10, very similar to Poshmark. But I did want to talk about their fees because as a Poshmark seller, we're used to these fees. It says the Curtsy fee is 20% or $3 for items under $15. So same as Poshmark states, they use the fee to run their platform and provide world-class customer service to the buyers and the sellers. And then they also use it to fund like their Curtsy rewards and referral program. So we're going to learn about Curtsy rewards together, or we're not because the page didn't load. Because I'm not sure what a Curtsy reward is. I know the referral program, which we just talked about.
Right.
But I don't know anything about the rewards. And maybe if the link isn't working, it may be because they no longer do that. It might be possible because I didn't see anywhere else on here about a Curtsy reward. So I can do a little more research into that and leave whatever I find in the description below for the rewatch of the video.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, that might be something to look into because if they have a reward program, that would be interesting. I'd like to know kind of how that would be working.
And then the other fun thing, I still have this on the screen, sorry, is you can promote your item. So kind of like Mercari, where you're able to promote your item on Curtsy. Let me get back to it. Here we go. Is this it? Okay, yeah. So you can promote your items. So they offer 2 easy ways to sell your items. You can just do a public price drop or a private offer, very similar to Poshmark. So you price drop it or you send a private offer, which is also similar to Mercari. So these are definitely features we're used to using. So it's not like a new thing. You know, we have to learn all these things, kind of like, you know, Clubhouse, which was totally different. But this is very similar to the apps we're already using, but another great place to be able to engage and reach a customer.
Oh, okay.
The price drops are for 24 hours, just like on Poshmark.
Okay. Oh, private offers. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
I'm leaning all up into the so I can read.
Yeah. Let me see if I can make this larger, darling.
Don't do.
Well, because I know, you know, the screen when we're looking on where we're watching from, you know, our phones or tablets can be smaller. So just want to make sure everyone is able to see. I am trying to read it though, so it's simple. And then it says you're required to for a private offer for at least 10% or less. So yes, we're used to that same 10% model. So if your business is really set up on Poshmark, and your ROI and everything you base is based on kind of how Poshmark's fees work, their shipping discounts, their price drops, and different things like that. It would be very simple to move your product, and not move it, but to cross-list your product onto Curtsy as well, because the setup is very, very similar. The price points, the price drops, the shipping, all of those things kind of coincide in the same price point as Poshmark. So this is definitely another viable place to have your listings to be able to reach more customers. Another thing Curtsy does is they provide shipping kits, kind of like Tradesy, and I can't think of that other place that provides shipping kits. And what it is, it's just they're poly mailers and stickers. So you would get well, technically 7 mailers because one is a bonus, medium size, 4 large size, 11 shipping label holders, and a Curtsy sticker. The shipping label holders, as we know, we can get for free from USPS. So that isn't a real game changer. Yes, you're right. So the shipping label isn't a game changer, but the poly mailers maybe if you want to ship your items out in a poly mailer.
So you can, so they have this kit and you get 6 mailers
in medium, and then 4 large.
11 shipping label holders, and okay, well that's $2.99.
Yes. Yeah, and they're just poly mailers.
I think it'd be kind of cute to have that at first. You know, I don't think that's anything that I would just continually want to use, but you know, maybe at first it's kind of cute.
Yes, and the shipping's free on that. They're $2.99. I mean, it's very similar, you know, to the ones that you can get. You can either win on Poshmark or buy in the Posh store restock thing. I don't know what they call it, but you know, the Poshmark closet where they have the branded products that drop every so often. I think they drop once a quarter if I remember correctly. And then you're able to kind of brand your products based on the platform you're on. So I think that is pretty sweet to have that option, you know, as a seller, especially a new seller who's not familiar with what to do, to be able to come in here and purchase this and know you can just stick it in the bag and send it off.
I agree. Well, I do like the fact that they offer that little kit. It's cute. Like I say, I think I would probably, you know, buy it once just cause, but you know, I it wouldn't be something I would continue to buy.
Right. And you are a seasoned seller. So, you know, you have like your own tips and tricks in the bag.
Right. When you already have all that, but you know, kind of just for I can't say that, but just for fun.
Yeah, for fun, for sure. Yeah, definitely for fun. And definitely for a new seller who has no idea what's happening. This is a definite easy step to get started until you learn how, you know, to get all your stuff for
now,
free
I think
from
that
USPS.
And it could possibly help them out, you know, for their first time around shipping. And then, of course, using the USPS, because you can still use those boxes to ship through Curtsy, right?
Yeah. It's all the same. Yep. So you can still use all of those to ship. And that's why I talked about Curtsy first, because it's really almost, I mean, it's a different company, it's a different brand, and they do some things differently, but it's very familiar if you've used Poshmark before to be able to transition to this app. It's not a huge learning curve or anything like that. So if you have any questions about Curtsy, don't hesitate to add them into the live chat. If you're watching the replay, just put them in the comments below, and I will definitely, I definitely read those and answer all of them, because when we learn about something new, sometimes we need to be like, hey, what's going on? How can we figure this out? So I want to make sure I'm here for you guys so I can answer your questions about Curtsy. Again, you can find me on Curtsy at Swagslayer, but I don't have anything listed yet. I plan to start that this week, and so I will have some things up for sale there.
Cool. Well, Terry, Evolving Always Productions, said she added Curtsy, but it did not give me the option to put in your code.
Yeah, I should have had that link. That's totally my fault, but I appreciate you, Terry. I'm sorry that you didn't get the $10. Doggone it. Because that $10 goes a long way when you're like, oh, let's buy something new. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying? That's true. Well, I want to take time out to welcome Lizette. Thanks for joining. Terry. I saw Chandra in here. Desi Ashley too. Welcome everyone for joining.
Yes,
so
thank you for coming to hang out.
Yes. Okay, so let's you ready to talk about Flyp?
Yes. Do you want to start off with Flyp? I'll bring it up on the screen.
Well, I mean, I am interested in doing Flyp. I know that, of course, I went to the meeting with the creator of Flyp, and he was very, open and honest about everything. I did have to ask him, though, about plus sizes, because, of course, if I enter into this, I want to be able to sell plus sizes, and they don't get them as quickly as they get other sizes. But, I do know that they have some. So that's definitely going to be a draw for me. And it's more of a consignment. Works more as a consignment, because we're selling other people's wardrobes, or, when they clean out their closet, whatever that is. And so in a way, I was kind of like, do I really want to get into consignment? But, I've some of the people that I know that are doing this have really had a good experience. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that this is set up, from what I'm understanding from them, kind of on a bid standpoint.
So, sorry for the echo. Not sure what happened. So 2 different things. One, just really quick, I just went ahead and added for anybody else who wants to download Curtsy, I added the link in my bio. It's the first link in my bio on Instagram at Swagslayer Fashion. Again, I apologize for not having it in the description today, but you can definitely head over to Swagslayer Fashion on IG and use that link to get your $10. And then also the Flyp link is also there as well if you're interested in being a pro seller on Flyp, after we kind of go through the details and you learn a little bit more about it. And the Flyp link is in the description. So you don't have to go over to IG, but if you're already over there doing Curtsy, you know, but it is in the description of the video. So to answer your question, Rhonda, yes, it is consignment, and then you request to be the pro seller. So kind of how I look at it is, so I'm a pro seller. My client is the person who put their clothes up and would like an expert to sell them. So as the expert, I go in and I look at what they have, and I decide which things would work best for my business model. And being that I'm more of a streetwear, and by streetwear, I mean jeans, t-shirts, tennis shoes, and accessories, backpacks, I would look for something that would fit in my closet and across my other platforms, so it would mesh well in together. So then I go in, I say, yes, this person has items that I could sell that would mix well in my closet. And then I would apply. And what apply means is I just say hello, introduce myself, it'll autofill. Like once you do a couple of them, you can just autofill it. You don't have to type it every time because the app will just ask you, do you want to use the last intro from last time? And you just click yes. And then you go in and price how you believe that those items would sell. And it's a range. And then the client can look at it and say, okay, yes, I like what this pro seller is saying that my items could sell for, and you accept it. So it's very similar to our brick and mortar consignment shops, wherein we go in with our items, they look through them, and then they could tell us how much they're willing to pay for them based on what they believe that they'll sell for in the store. The only difference with Flipped is we're not paying for them as the pro seller up front. We get the items, and as they sell, we pay out the portion to them based on the commission that we have set for ourselves. So you're able to set how much of the money you would keep. So of course, you know, simple math, if your commission rate is 40%, the client would get 60% and you would get 40%. And once the item sells, that's when you would send them the 60% of the sale. So it's really a way to get free inventory, especially when you can't find items that you'd like to list and sell, you know, in your area. You can't really source them. And when your capital is, you know, limited, you're able to still fund your resale business with Flipped because it's all free inventory up front, and you only pay once it has sold based on the sale price.
Right. And so I like the fact that, you know, the client actually takes the pictures. Well, there it goes right there. The client does take the pictures, you know, they pick their favorite pro, as they call them. And then, you know, the pro sells and, you know, the client makes money just like you said. So I think that that's really easy because on our end, you know, we don't have to worry about taking the pictures. We just have to, you know.
Well, I do want to clarify, Rhonda. Sorry. So the client takes the one photo so you can see the item when you apply. But you as the pro seller, you are going to photograph the item to put in. Yeah. So I just want to think they don't have to take no pictures because you will.
Oh, I thought I could skip that step. Oh, yes, they take the pictures. I can skip that step. I'm like, okay. So actually, they're just taking that one picture to show you each item.
Correct.
That they have. So, and when you receive the items, you still have to go ahead and take all of the pictures.
Right. You would do your regular
thing. Okay, my bad. Right. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to be able to skip that step. You know, we try to make it easier, honey. Work smarter, not harder. So I thought that would apply in this case.
And the funny thing is, when you're a client, they won't allow you to take more than one photo, because I know someone who is the client and they're like, I can only put one photo. It doesn't let me put more than one.
Right. So I was just kind of reading some of the comments that other people have made. And I was looking at this one. It says, I'm a professional seller. Oh, hold on. It just disappeared on me. Let me just go do this. Maybe it won't disappear on me. But, you know.
Oh, are you reading the.
Yeah, it seems like they've gotten some really good feedback.
This one here?
On yeah, you know, and I was looking at that, and she says, I've been a pro seller on Flipp since April, and it has completely changed my business. She has access to helping people sell their high-end luxury items, and it's so rewarding. Okay. She's passionate about reselling. Flipp gives me an avenue to grow my business and further my expertise. It's easy and flawless app to navigate, and she looks forward to it. So I was just like, well, you know, it does give you, now this is the thing that was, what's the word I'm looking for? Caught my eye, I guess, about it, is because if you're short on inventory, or you're between, you know, have a huge death pile that you're not willing to, you know, photograph and list. Now this gives you an option to add to your say your Posh store.
Yes.
And if you're in between items, I think that I really like the fact that you can go in here and you also get to have this commission, and you have brand new items in your closet. And you didn't have to do much but go on Flyp, apply. And if a buyer or seller, if a seller chooses you, then here you go with new, fresh inventory. And again, by sharing in your closet and things like that, you have new views on your closet, new items on your closet. And, now my thing is, how does this work, in fact, if you have a tough time selling these items?
So yes, that is a fabulous question, Rhonda. So kind of how that works, you have 90 days to sell the items, which typically in most of our closets, our sell-through rate for an item that's selling is between 30 and 60 days. But say you get to the end of the 90 days, you and the client have options. The client can decide that they want you to reset the 90 days and try again. The client can request to have their items back, or you can request to purchase the items.
Oh.
So those are the three options.
Okay, so you could actually just go ahead and purchase. Now, if you're purchasing, if you go with that option of purchasing, then how does that work? Or is the client setting the price, or is there a price already set up? How does that work?
That is a fabulous question that I don't know the answer to. I haven't had to do that, so I don't know. I can definitely, I was trying to find out, and I think like you have to find out from a pro seller who's had to go through that process, because I don't know. I haven't had to do that process. So I don't know is the answer, but I would love to know if anyone in the comments.
I do want to know that. I think I know who to go to find that out, who's been using Flyp for quite some time now. So
yeah, and it's not even in the frequently asked question, because I looked all over last night because I knew someone was going to ask, and I was like, actually someone else asked me the other day, and I was like, I really don't know how that works. I said, if you find out, let me know.
Yeah, that might be something they may want to include, but I definitely know who to go to find that answer, because I'm curious about if that seller, or if you choose you want to buy the inventory, how does that work? And how, is there a set price? Does a client set the price, or how do you handle that? So I'm going to find that out, and I'm going to let you know.
Yes, I'd appreciate that, because I would really love to know. Inquiring minds would like to know.
Inquiring minds. Has anybody in the comments signed up to sell Flyp, or know any more details about it? If so, let us know.
So I believe Terry's asking, how does she change her username on Curtsy? You just go in and edit your profile from your closet. And then so in your closet, that kind of looks like IG. You'll just go to you, and then it says edit right underneath. And then that should be able to update your name, because I needed to update mine as well after I first got in. I was going to say, okay, yeah.
Now, I was just looking here where it says, how much do I make? And it says pro seller commissions range depending on the items you're selling. You can expect to make 50 to 70% of the proceeds. Like, wow.
Yes, because the seller gets to pick. A pro seller gets to decide what the commission rate is. And when you're a pro seller, it does kind of give you some guidelines. So it does recommend that you set your commission rate between 30 and 60%. That way the client would get, up to 70% if you set your commission rate at 30%. But that really can be done, because like there are some lots in here, and that you can't see them from the webpage. So I can't show you can only see it inside the app, that have like these extraordinary items. For example, like Gucci and Hermes and Louis Vuitton. Like it's a whole luxury lot,
See, that's
Chanel
what
and
I was just looking at. Michael Kors, Lululemon, Kate Spade, Coach, Adidas, Nike, Abercrombie, Pink, Victoria's Secret, Urban
right. Those are
Outfitters.
brands they sell. But
Yes.
right now, currently in the app, there's a seller who's selling like all those brands I just named in one lot. So you're going to be selling anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000 worth of inventory. You would be able to set a lower commission rate of 30% because you're still going to make the money. And especially if those are not brands that you can find easily, but you're very familiar with and have sold before, that would be a lot for you if you're a luxury brand seller. But it's a challenge, especially right now in these times, to get out and find them, to be able to sell that and still make your money. So on that, you could have a lower commission rate and both of you still be able to make a good amount of money.
Yeah, I think that I do agree. I think it would be a little tougher right now to sell luxury items, but I don't think that's true for all resellers. I think there are a lot who continue to sell those types, but I think the people are, pulling back from buying so much luxury and opting out for loungy, casual,
yes.
more of a simple laid back dress wear that they're looking at these days. But I think that it's good to have the option because, like I say, some resellers are still selling those types of luxury items.
They for sure are, because we always have to remember, just like in 2008 when the economy was going down, that the economy didn't affect everybody. Millionaires were made in that time. So the majority of people may now be like, oh, I can't spend my whole paycheck on a purse. But there are other people that haven't been affected at all, and they still live their regular life. They still have to go to work. They're still at their corporate job. They still have to get on their corporate Zoom, and they still just want to feel fabulous. So if that is, your area and you already are selling things like that, and that is what you do, you just had trouble finding those items, Flyp kind of gives you, that space to still be able to continue in the same, vein and in the same area that you want to sell in, even if you can't get out as much to find it. So that's what I really like too, because sometimes I don't want to leave my house, but they have, I'm going to sell Nikes, Adidas, Converse all day. So the people on here that are offering those items, those are the ones I go for to put into my closet because it matches, what I've got going on, and my sell-through rate is pretty decent. So I'm able to get it in and get it sold and move to the next one.
Right.
So, I do want to point out, it doesn't say it here, I have it up on the screen, but so the client can post up a minimum of 5 items to sell. So they have to post at least 5 for you to pick from, but they can post a lot more. So they don't have to just stick to 5. They definitely can post more than that. And so I would say, don't be shy to, jump in and grab maybe a medium-sized lot. And then typically you'll see when you go to the client's profile, they'll have several different ones. So they won't just have that one, they'll have a couple, because they may they might put the activewear and tennis shoes together. They may put the accessories and dresses and handbags together. So they kind of separate them. And so you can apply for those as well, if that matches, your business and where you're on the platforms you're selling on.
Okay. So now you said something a minute ago. So are there different lots sizes? I mean, you start at a certain, this lot may have 20 items. The next one might have, 30 or 40 items, I mean, does it work similar to that or not? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Are there?
Nope. It's just like that. So you got it, Rhonda. So they have to have a minimum of 5 items in their lot, but they can have way more than that. I haven't seen anywhere where it gives a maximum limit. But the minimum is 5. They have to have 5 things available. I'm actually looking at one right now that I'm about to apply to because it's all tennis shoes. But they do have to have a minimum of 5 available to sell.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. I think that, you know, for me, for anyone else, I think this will be a great opportunity. I even think this will be a great opportunity for possibly someone, you know, just starting out who's just basically interested in that. But I know that they want people who have already been selling for quite some time, from my understanding.
I
But I'm
think
not
that
sure
they say
about that.
that when they're speaking in the, like, because I know you did like a, I don't know if it was a class or I don't know, but it doesn't, you download the app as a pro seller, so you can use the link in the description, and then it says apply, which don't be discouraged by apply, because again, it's not a big thing, and you just fill in your information, you write a short bio, kind of like your IG bio, and where you sell, and then you link your platform. And the reason you link your platform, and by link I mean you copy and paste the link in so they can click on it. You don't have to give them your username or password to your seller platform. You just want them to be able to see your closet or your eBay store or wherever you are. So when the client is picking their pro seller, they can see where you're going to be selling their items, so they get a gist and better understand who you are and what types of things you're selling on your online marketplace.
Okay. But let's see. Yes, 3 of us have time that our lives are full. Okay. I think I'm kind of interested in trying this. Again, it would depend on, you know, their availability of plus sizes and things of that nature. But,
Right.
you know, maybe since I've been in the Zoom with I can't remember the guy's name, but
James?
Who?
Was it James?
I think so, yes. That they were slowly getting plus sizes in.
Yeah, because
So
they're so new. They're so new.
so new, yes. So I still think it'd probably be worth it to look into it to see how far they've come, because if they don't have an abundance of them, then, you know, I'd be kind of like, maybe I'll wait and hold out a little longer, or maybe I would take what they have and just to give it a try.
Yeah,
So
and
it never hurts to try.
Right. And even if you only got like 1 or 2 here or there, it's always good to get them and start that way. Like your profile's a little more beefy. So when other people put it, they're like, yeah, we want her. Because especially if you're the only plus size seller and you get, you know, more and more plus size clients coming on, like you'll be their go-to person where they just come and pick you off the bat without even looking at other applications. So I think that's the advantage of getting in on the ground floor. And that's why I try to share, you know, that's why you and I try to share things here on the Swagslayer Talk to help you grow your business, because when you're on the ground floor of something and it grows exponentially, you're the one who gets the most benefit, you know, other than the person who created it, you know. So being on that ground floor gives you the, you know, the clout basically to be like, yeah, she is the one slinging the plus sizes. Anytime you need to sell them, hit up Rhonda from the Pink Diva Studios.
I'm your plus size girl, hunty.
Yes. So lastly, as just a reminder, let me, when I'm sharing my screen, I can't see all the comments. Okay. So just as a reminder, another app that I think the resale community should be using, of course, is Clubhouse. We've talked about Clubhouse. I made a whole video and finally dropped it last night on how to use Clubhouse. Let me see if I can just pull up what it looks like. But you definitely want to be using Clubhouse. It is a great networking feature. It is definitely free. You definitely want to be in there talking to other people about what you do, what you have going on, just so you have the opportunity. So this is one of the logos, but I was trying to find and then this is the one that you want to download. This is what it looks like if you download it. It's only on iOS right now. It's in beta mode. You do need an invite. The easiest way to get invited, to get in, is to make sure you know someone who already is part of Clubhouse. Give them your cell phone number so that they're able to save it into their phone and link their contacts to the app so that you can get an automatic invite without them having to use one of their coveted invites, because you only get 2 when you first start. Once you use those two are gone. A Swagslayer pro tip, just make sure that you are inviting someone that you trust, because the word on the street is if they get kicked off the app, you are also asked to leave the app. So definitely Yes, definitely get yourself into Clubhouse, plug into the reseller groups that are starting on there, and then plug in anywhere else that will help you grow as an individual or help you grow as a business. We come here every weekday on the Swagslayer Talk to drop fire, give you those gems, to give you information you can use to help grow your entrepreneurship life, whether it's in reselling or something else, and to help grow you. A balanced you is a best you. So don't forget that you are your most important asset. Fill your brain with knowledge, fill your bank account with dollars.
Get those coins, hunty, secure the bag.
Rhonda, will you
that's
please?
What it's all about for me, honey. This 2021, honey, is securing the bag.
Yes, all 2021, right?
All 2021.
So
starting
Rhonda,
from day one.
Please remind the Slayers where they can find you on your show, Brunch with Diva.
Yes, darlings. You can find me on Wednesday on IG Live, 1:00 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I believe it's 11 that other time, Pacific time. But yes, I host Brunch with Diva every Wednesday. And I'm excited this week because Vandy's Closet Melissa will be on the show. So I'm really excited to get the meat and potatoes all about Melissa. So join us over there on IG. Definitely, if you are not following me, my IG is the Pink Diva Studio. And I also have a Healthy You group, which focuses on weight loss, self-care, and mental health, because every now and then we need to be reminded to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
And we also, as we go through weight loss or anything, it can become a mental issue, being that we get so focused on the numbers instead of just, woosahing and just keeping up and not becoming a slave to the scale, because I don't want you guys, I don't want you guys hopping on that scale every day and then you get disappointed and all that. So, we try to cover a lot of that. I'm actually coming out with something soon to help with that mental process. So you guys have to look for that.
Yeah, so if you're not already following her on IG at the Pink Diva Studios, make sure you are. Make sure you're locked in and subscribed to her YouTube channel, the Pink Diva Studios, so you are notified every time she drops a new video. Lastly, do not forget that I will be hosting a Clubhouse with co-host Brittany from All Bossed Up and Terry from Evolving Always at 7 p.m. this Thursday and every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you need to find me in the Clubhouse, it's just Swagslayer. You can find me there. You follow me, I'll follow you back. If you're interested in what I'm interested in, I know I'm interested in what you're interested in, and I want to be notified anytime you host a room. If you need to know how to use Clubhouse because you're still a little confused, definitely find the video here on YouTube as Swagslayer Fashion. It is the Clubhouse instructions tutorial, something like that. I named it. And it's a step-by-step on how to use Clubhouse. All the information that took me a week to learn, I've condensed it so you can start off with a running start and get yourself in and get yourself connected. Lastly, I am hosting the Swagslayer Feature Friday, which is every Friday night on YouTube at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking to C. She does some, I think it's esthetician work. She's in the beauty field. So we're going to learn a little bit more about her, what she does and what products that can benefit us. And she does do shipping, so you can look out for that. And then if you want to be featured for free on the Swagslayer Feature Friday, do not hesitate to head over to swagslayer.com and book your free feature. Rhonda and I will check you out tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Swagslayer Talk. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.